I was planning on never making a video on this channel again. Ever. But I am wearing black because after this, I will make videos for the upcoming 2024 MLW season. I will, after what just happened. I'm wearing black because at funerals, we wear black. In fact, let me throw on the glasses because there's some black in this too. Because at funerals, we wear black. And this is a funeral. My and your Coastal Cobras have traded pitcher Sawyer Bean in exchange for outfielder Brendan Zerlag. If you don't know, Brendan Zerlag was the captain and manager of the Great Lakes Gators, who won that 2020 MLW championship. You know, the iconic trio, Jorgensen, Zerlag, Cheatham. But Zerlag was beginning to get tired with the losing, didn't want the role of captain anymore, thought it was a little too much for him. He said, I'm dropping the captaincy, Zerlag and Jorgensen, you can have it. And I'm also requesting a trade. So sweepstakes begun. Managers began to talk, and the Coastal Cobras traded one of my favorite players of all time, someone I own their jersey, Sawyer Bean, to the Great Lakes Gators. I'm not going to waste your time the way that these Cobras just wasted my time. I hate this trade. I am sick to my stomach about this trade. I've supported this team through a lot through the past 6 years of my life. A lot. And I hate this trade. With every fiber in my body, I hate this trade. I cannot begin to express how asinine, not even a pick, 1-for-1, straight up, being for Zerlag. I'm at a loss. I am. I don't just hate this trade because of how much I liked I do like Zerlag a lot, but we'll get to that. I don't just hate this trade because of how much I love Sawyer Bean and how much I loved his passion, his pitching, his heart. He loved being a Cobra. He absolutely loved being a Cobra. He loved being a Cobra the same way Jimmy Norp loves being a Diamondback, and I loved that for us. I'm not just saying this because of how much I miss him, or I will miss him. I'm saying it because of who we traded for. And all due respect, we traded for a below average player we traded for a bad player at worst, a mediocre player usually, and an above average player at best. That's who we just traded for. And who do we give away? So we gave away a pitcher who is 19 years old, and he will be the best pitcher, if not a top 5 pitcher in the league, in 3 years. In this league, he will be, if he doesn't win the Cy Young next year, he's going to win that trophy in the next 3 years. Mark down the date, January 14th, I don't know what day it is, January 16th, 2024, I said this on the Dr. Jiggles YouTube channel. Sawyer Bean will end up being a Cy Young winner, and he did not do it with the Coastal Cobras, and it will go down this as one of the worst trades in MLW history. And we are known for giving a bad trades in MLW history to the Great Lakes Gators, and this is just another one. I'm genuinely starting to, not have faith as Drew Manor as a manager anymore. I'm starting to lose that hope because this is the stupidest trade. And you know me, I've been a fan of this team since before I was in middle school. I am now a freshman in high school. And I've supported Drew Davis and Sean and Andy. He barely even plays for us anymore. And everyone throughout that time. I am now I'm 15 in 2 weeks, and I'm still supporting this team. I will continue to support this team, but I will tell this team when they have fucked up, and they have fucked up. I think there's like some other point I wanted to touch on, but like I can't even. I don't remember. Like, if the Cobras were to trade for Zerlag again, like let's say we had like a time machine, we could do this over again. I would say what would be reasonable is like maybe Chris Baranowski and a first round pick. Chris Baranowski and a first round pick for Brendan Zerlag. That sounds about right. We traded for a mediocre hitter. That's what we just traded for. I just remembered what I wanted to touch on. Look at the value. Like, pretend this is Chell 24. We have like the trade value bar. Okay? Brendan Zerlag can't pitch. He can't field. I don't care what you say. He can hardly field. Okay? Him and Sawyer field about the same, and Sawyer has gone on record to talk about how much he hates fielding. He can't really field, and he can barely hit. He's a better hitter than Sawyer. Do not get me wrong. Sawyer, go back to the past season where I just went over everything. I've said it before. Like I have criticized Sawyer very, very hard on swinging at stupid pitches. I have done it many times before. He's even joked about how he has horrible plate to spin. I have been very hard on him before on that. But Zerlag is only a slightly better hitter than Bean. Slightly better hitter than Sawyer Bean. So that's the hitting department. Sure, Brennan 1-0, but it's very close. Pitching, obviously, outfielder for pitcher when you trade, then it's going to go to the pitcher. 1-1. Fielding? What we traded this guy for? Fielding depth? That's what we just acquired number 12 for? Fielding depth? My word, he's not even that good of a fielder. He's not even that good of a fielder. I am now a fan of Brendan Zerlag. Do not get me wrong. Everything I've said for the past 7 minutes and some change, I am still a fan of Brendan Zerlag because he now plays for my wiffle ball team. So I will cheer for him. Everything he does, all his ups, all his downs, all his crews on the line, I will cheer for him. But at this current moment, once again in a trade, Drew Davis and the Coastal Cobras have shit the bed. No ands, ifs, and or buts. I have not checked any comment sections. I have not checked anything. I don't know how anyone else feels about this. But as the hardest core Cobras fan, you will see, I am telling you 2 things. One, I guess this trade is a blessing in disguise because I was never going to post on this channel ever again. But I guess this brought me back. I will be making videos after every single Coastal Cobra series for the upcoming 2024 season. But as a hardcore Cobra fan, I will also tell you this. I will live with this team and I will die with this team. But I'll always tell you when they fucked up, and they fucked up. I'm going to go to bed. Bye, be safe, don't text and drive.